Hey guys, happy Friday and the end of February. Can you believe it? We're in March already. I cannot believe that February flew by as fast as it did. I am amazed. I know everybody says that. They're like, oh my gosh, this month is flying, but for real, did you guys feel the same way that February just was like boom? I know it's like the shortest month of the year, so that could have something to do with it, but it's only by like, what, 3 days that it's the shortest month, so it's not like it's like an extreme amount. I feel like it was just a very short month. Anyway, let's get into some of the products that I have been loving for this past month. I know there are like 2 items in here that are more recent to my collection that I fell in love with immediately, and I can tell you guys they are totally worth the money and getting. So let's start with the first product here, and it's like a newbie because I just think it's so cute. I picked these up at Walmart. This is a little egg cup holder that you can get for like your Easter decor. These are 98¢, I believe that's what it was that I paid for them. They work perfectly to hold your beauty sponges. If you have a little if you don't have anything to put your beauty sponges in and you're always like, I don't want to let it just lay on my counter, these worked amazing for holding my beauty sponges. I have an extra one back here, so I have 2 of them, so I can put 2 little beauty sponges in here. They have different colors of the little feet, so you can get the little teal color in the inside of the egg with the little polka dots, and then you can just put these in here. They fit in perfectly. It also fits the Real Technique sponge, so the Real Technique sponge, even when it's like wet, fits inside of here. So I think it just works really, really well. So if you guys are looking for something to hold your beauty sponges and you want to look like spring, try looking for these at your local Walmart, because like I said, they were like 98¢, so $1, and you've got a little beauty sponge holder. I think it's adorable. The next thing that's like an odd favorite is my toothbrush. So you guys, I have never had a like good electric toothbrush. I had like those ones that you can get that last for just a couple days or weeks or whatever, and then they die. But I've never purchased a good like electric toothbrush. So I've never realized how clean your teeth feel when you use a good electric toothbrush. This is the Oral B Braun like toothbrush, so you can get different heads with it and everything. I like that this one here also connects to your phone, so it tells you like if you're brushing your teeth really well in one area or if you're pushing too hard. I have like eroding gums. My gums are like eroding. I'm not sure. There's like a name for it, I'm sure, but I don't really know the technical name for it. But my gums are like slowly eroding because I used to brush my teeth way too hard. I was a very aggressive brusher. So this is helping me to not be such an aggressive brusher because the light will stay green or blue. I can't remember actually. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, it says white. It looks blue when you're doing it for some reason. I don't know why, but it looks blue when I'm doing it. So anyway, it stays white when you're doing it. And then if you push too hard, here's what happens. You see the red? So if you push too hard, the toothbrush will turn red and let you know, hey, back off a little bit. Let's keep those gums in there. So, because once your gums start eroding, you can't like change that back. It's not like, I don't know, like some other things that if you're doing wrong, you can correct it and then it'll change back. If you have eroded your gums enough, they will just start going further and then you can't change it back. So it's like, I don't know, it's really depressing, but at the same time, I'm like, I need to figure out a solution for that. So that's why I thought I would try like an electric toothbrush. And like I said, you can get like a phone app that tells you, hey, you're brushing really well in this area. My son, he has the app as well, so it reminds me to, or it reminds him to brush his teeth because he likes just watching the app. And not only that, I can look at the app and tell him, okay, you're doing a good job or you're not doing a good job. He had braces, and you guys know braces are not cheap, so I want to make sure he takes care of his teeth because I'm like, look, dude, we already put the money into your teeth, so let's make sure we take care of them and brush them. So let's do a good job of taking care of your teeth. So I'm practicing what I preach, so I'm actually trying to do a better job of not being an aggressive brusher. So if you guys have never tried an electric toothbrush before, totally recommend trying them out. I purchased mine at Costco. It was like a 2-pack, so I got one for him and one for me. So I'm going to purchase another 2-pack for my husband and my other son. But I purchased a 2-pack, and this one here is like the rose gold one. I think it's rose gold, or it's like an orangey gold. I don't know. Either way, it was like a really good deal if you purchase them at Costco. So if you're looking for the Braun toothbrushes, check Costco because I had the best deal in my opinion. So the next thing that's like an odd favorite is something that I was sent by Pinch Me. Pinch Me sent me this little native deodorant. First of all, I was like, is this a full-size deodorant? Because like that's so tiny. I don't think it's a full size, but I have seen people purchase these at Target, and I'm like, okay, so maybe it is a full size. This is coconut and vanilla. First of all, It smells really good. It smells very coconutty, and you can definitely smell like the undertones of vanilla into it. Second of all, it's a natural deodorant, because I know like a lot of you guys, and myself included, we're trying to get away from all those other deodorants that are not so natural, because it can cause issues for us like in the future. So I'm trying to be proactive, again, doing things that are better for me, better for my body. So this has worked really well. The only thing I can say about this is it does leave behind quite a bit of a white cast. So if you're wearing like a black dress or something like that, I don't know if I would recommend this, but for like me, I typically live in sweatshirts and things like that, and it works really well. I don't sweat through it. It smells nice. It works really well. I like how small it is. Like, it's like a pocket deodorant. Like, it's so teeny tiny. So I really like the size of it. I don't know, again, if this is a full size. I wouldn't expect it would be, but like I said, I've seen people purchasing it at Target, and I'm like, okay, so maybe it is a full size. I don't know. I haven't actually looked at Target to see if it is a full size. I need to do that. But either way, this is a really good deodorant. So if you haven't checked out the Native deodorant, I would check them out. The next thing is, because my skin is like so sensitive, my skin can get like acne, like just like that, like a drop of a hat. I finally switched back to my cleanser. So this is my Murad, the clarifying cleanser. This one helps to treat existing acne and prevent future breakouts. It has 1.5 salicylic acid in it. It's a time release type of treatment for your skin. So even after you wash it off your skin, it's still treating your skin, which is great, because I have like a little acne spot on my chin right now. But it's just a really good acne cleanser. It's a really good acne cleanser because it's kind of gentle for my skin. I don't feel like it strips my skin or anything like that. And it helps with my acne. So I do use the different gel as well, because I like to use over-the-counter type of products, because I feel like they're good and they work just as good as like those expensive things. But they don't like cost me an arm and leg. So I'm not spending a bunch of money on acne treatment. So I do have one other thing though for acne treatment. So you guys are going to see this. I'm going to be putting this on my chin tonight actually. So, but this is a really good cleanser. If you have acne prone skin, I would definitely recommend this. The next thing for my acne spots, I get them like a spot here and there. If you want them to dry up like really quick, I love Kate Somerville, oh my gosh, this is the pink stuff. What is that called? Exfoliate? No. What is that called? Eradicate. I think it's called Eradicate. I love that because it's got like a 2 different type of solutions. So like the top is clear, the bottom is pink. So that works really well as well, but not as well as this does. This is the Peter Thomas Roth. This is the Therapeutic Sulfur Mask. So basically they're saying it's a mask, but I never use it as a mask. I would never recommend using it as a mask because it's a little bit drying on your skin. What I like to do with it is I like to take a little bit of it. You can tell I use the crud out of it. I like to take a little bit on my finger, and then wherever I have an acne spot, put it directly on that acne spot the next morning. It doesn't smell like terrible, but it definitely doesn't smell good. It smells like kind of like burnt matches a little bit. So it smells a little bit, you can smell the sulfur in it. So I like to put it right on that acne spot. The next morning, I promise you, it will be drying up. And then if you do it one more night, the next like 2 days later, your acne is completely dried up and it's like, doesn't leave a scar behind. I had a huge zit over here. I did this for 2 days in a row. It dried up completely and no scar. So really love this because it works for my skin. Like I said, I don't recommend using it as a complete mask because it is very drying, because it will dry that acne up. So it like pulls all the stuff out of your acne spot. So it helps to get rid of it quicker. So it does work. It doesn't smell good, and I would recommend after you've done your acne treatment onto your skin, you definitely use some sort of moisturizer because your skin can get dry, especially in those spots that you're treating. The next thing is the NYX Pro Foundation Mixer. So this is just the white one. I have so many foundations right now that are not matching because I haven't been seeing sunshine. Like I'm sure you guys the same way. We're starting to get little peaks of sunshine because we're getting closer to spring, but I feel like we're just like, I really need some sun. I need some vitamin D. I need that vitamin D. But either way, my foundations, a lot of them do not work for me because they're just too dark. I don't know if I purchased a ton of foundation during the summer last year. I have no idea what happened. I have a ton of foundations that are way too dark for me. So this works really well to put in with your foundation to make it lighter. So if you have to make it lighter for the winter going into the spring, this works really well, and it's affordable because it's NYX. So really like this, and if you're looking for something to lighten your foundation, check this out. The next thing is something, you guys, I don't know if you guys I told you or not, but I had misplaced my charger for my Foreo. I found the charger and I was like so thankful the day I found the charger, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is my favorite cleanser. I do not really care for the Clarisonic. I feel like it's kind of rough on my skin, even using the gentle, like the cashmere type of cleanser heads. I don't like that you have to replace the head so often. This is rubber, so you can clean this and get it sanitized, so you do not have to replace anything. The only thing you have to do is charge it. So I really love the Foreo. It works so well on my skin. It's not over exfoliating. It's very gentle. It still does a good job of cleansing. I don't feel like I break out very often when I'm using this, so I love the Foreo. It does have two different style of little nubs. Like the front nubs are really, really tiny, and then the back nubs are a little bit thicker. I typically stick to the really tiny nubs. I don't really change it to the back nubs. I don't know why. I mean, I'm sure you can. I just don't do it, but I really love this because it works really well for my skin, and I'm so thankful that I found my charger because I was searching for that for months, it felt like. I'm like, where did I put it? I have no idea. The next thing is a perfume that I've been loving. This is the Carolyn Herrera. This is the perfume that looks like it's a giant heel. Oh gosh, this smells so darn good. First of all, it's a sexy heel. Agree? Like if I could wear a shoe like that, I would, but good gosh, can you imagine your foot at a slant like that? That would be so uncomfortable. But either way, this perfume smells absolutely amazing. It smells very warm and sensual, and it's got like a powdery undertone. I don't know, it's just such an amazing scent. If you have never smelled this before, go to Ulta or Sephora. I think Sephora carries it as well. I purchased mine at Ulta. But either way, go somewhere and smell it, and oh my gosh, I'm telling you, it smells absolutely amazing. The sprayer is on the back of the heel here, so you can just spray it onto your shirt. It's got a nice fine mist of spray. It's not one of those perfumes that like squirts you and then you have this giant like spot on your shirt. You're like, yep, I just put perfume on, so I gotta wait for that to dry, like blow drying it. No, it's got like a very fine mist that comes out. Oh my gosh, it just smells so, so good. Love that perfume. I think Ulta still has like double the points. If they still do, I'm not positive, but I know they had like 5 times the points there for a while when you purchase this perfume. So if they still have that, now would be the time to get it, because when you rack those points up, boys and girls, those points turn into dollars. And if you get 2,000 points, that's $125 to spend at Ulta. And who doesn't want free money? I know I do. I love it. That's why I love Ulta's reward system. I love shopping with Ulta for that, basically that reason. The next thing is this right here. This is the Julep fingernail polish. I heard they were getting rid of their Maven service, their subscription service, but either way, this is a beautiful shade. This is in Layla. I don't have it on my nails right now, but what this does, basically it looks almost bluish, and then it looks purplish, and then it looks white. It changes colors the way that you change your nails. Like if you're moving your hand, you can see the different colors on your nails, and it's gorgeous. It's got thick chunks of glitter in here, then it's got smaller pieces of glitter in here, so you can definitely make it look more built up with the glitter if you want to. I don't really care about the glitter. I like the color to it, so the undertone to it is what I like about it. I love this nail polish. I wore this nail polish with the Zoya base coat and then the elephant. It was an elephant one. Let me grab it. Let me grab it. It's called the Ella and Mia. So this is the Love fingernail polish. So I wore this in combination with this and the Zoya base coat. I wore all that together, and my nails, I don't have a easy time with my nails because I'm constantly doing dishes. We don't have a dishwasher, so I usually have to wash my dishes by hand. Not usually, I do have to wash my dishes by hand. They don't wash themselves. So either way, I'm pretty rough on my hands is what I'm trying to say. And this lasted for a week and a half without chipping. Without chipping. I'm like, how? How did you do that? That is amazing. So the combination of the three, I don't know if it was a combination or if it was the top coat of using the Julep or if it was the base coat of using the Zoya. I'm not sure, but either way, I loved it. Right now I have something different on my nails. I'm using a, I keep wanting to say NL, and it's a nails ink. It's a nails ink color. I have it over here because if I want to put like extra on or whatever, I like to keep it at my vanity so I can use whatever I'm using that week. I like to keep it beside my vanity just in case I have to fix a chip or whatever. This is the nails ink and it's in the shade Dream Lust. It's really pretty as well. It's got like a little bit of a duochrome to it, but not super duochrome-y. You can definitely tell it has like pink and maybe peachy. I think that's what it looks like. So that one works really well. And then the last thing I want to share with you guys is a newer product to my collection, but good gosh, guys, I fell in love with it. I've been trying it out for this week and I love it. I absolutely love it. And I know, like I said, it's kind of like early to be like, yeah, I absolutely love this, but sometimes with certain things you can just tell that you're in love. and it's the Huda Beauty New Nudes palette. Oh my goodness, guys. It's what's on my lids today. It's such a beautiful palette. I love this palette. The shades in here are absolutely gorgeous. It's not like any other typical nudes palette that I've ever tried. Most nudes palettes that I've tried are basically like those taupey shades. This is not. It's got like some purples in here. It's got some mauves in here. It's got some taupes in here. It's got some beautiful shimmers. Now these sparkle type shades right here, I definitely say you need to use a glitter glue with, but the other ones, the ones that are like more pressed in, you do not need to use a glitter glue with. But if you don't use a glitter glue with these two right here, you will have fallout, guaranteed. But the rest of these blend effortlessly. The color pigmentation is amazing. It blends out so easy. It's a beautiful palette, guys. And it comes with a built-in primer. So this is like one that's called concealed. Basically, it's a primer. So you can put your finger in here. It's nice and, I was going to say the word that everybody hates on YouTube, moist. So it's a cream product and it does a great job of concealing your lids, and you can use that as your primer for your lids. I love this palette. This palette I think I will be traveling with this summer, because not only is it beautiful for eyeshadows, but I've been using it, dabbling into it, trying it out for blushes. It works gorgeous for blushes. These shades, there's so many different shades to choose from in here for blushes. This shade over here, for me personally, works really well as a bronze and a bronze like contour type of shade. I like to use either one of these two shades right here to use for highlight. I do tap it off pretty good because it's got some chunks of glitter in there, so I tap it off pretty good, but it works really well for that as well. This is an amazing palette. Highly recommend it, you guys. If you haven't tried it, go check it out, swatch it, play with it, see if you enjoy it, because I think it's absolutely amazing. So those are my favorites for February. I had quite a few like weird products, honestly, for this month, but I like to share everything with you guys, not just makeup, because it's not just about makeup, is it? Like the beauty world is about everything, like taking care of your teeth, taking care of your acne breakouts, taking care of making sure you smell good, because who wants to smell like doo-doo? I'm not sure I do. Oh, I almost forgot one thing. Oh my gosh, and so I saw the box sitting here because I remembered not to throw the box away after I had tried it out, and I was like, yes, I need to share these with you guys. So these are called the Green Estate Reusable Makeup Removal Pads. Guys, these are absolutely amazing. I keep mine in my Sephora bag. I have 2 boxes of these in this little Sephora bag. I purchased 2 because you get, I think 14, I lied. You get 14 in the box. So what I like to do with them is throw them in here and then use them as, grab them out as I need them when I'm doing my makeup, when I'm taking my makeup off. So what these look like is little circles. They look like makeup remover pads that you pull out of like a thing, right? But these are not. These are microfiber. So this side here is like your white side. The other side is more like the black side. This side works really well for removing like your eye makeup and stuff that could stain the white side. So what I do is remove all of my makeup using the black side with a little bit of my oil, creams, anything that I'm typically using at that point to remove makeup with. So like right now I'm using the Clinique Take the Day Off, or I could be using the Kopari Makeup Melter, or whatever I'm using. So basically use the black side to remove everything off, stuff that's going to stain. Then once you've done that, you want to go back in to make sure you've got every bit of it off, go in with the white side and just make sure that everything's nice and clean. Then once you've done that, you set these in a little basket. They come with like a little liner, like a mesh liner thing. I throw them in the mesh liner. Once I finished using most of them up, I go ahead and throw that whole mesh thing into the laundry, wash everything up, let it hang to dry, because I do not want to use fabric softener. I don't want to dry them, so I let them hang in their little thing to dry. You could dry them, honestly, you could dry them. But either way, I think they work absolutely amazing to clean my makeup off. They are economical because you're not going to be purchasing makeup wipes all the time. They're environmentally friendly because you're not going to be wasting makeup wipes all the time. I just think this is such an economical, environmental friendly way to remove your makeup, and it's travel friendly because you can just grab these and go, and they work really well. I love them. I absolutely love them. I'm sure you could probably even use these to put like your toners and stuff on. I've not tried that yet, but I'm sure you probably could actually. So you could probably use these to put your toners on, so you wouldn't need cotton pads whatsoever anymore. So these work really, really well. Highly recommend you guys check them out. I purchased mine off of Amazon and they were like $10 for a pack of 14. I know that sounds high, but technically you're not going to purchase makeup wipes anymore. So it's not that high, honestly, if you think about it like that. But either way, that is everything that I've been loving for February. Let me know, what have you guys been loving? I'd love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.